Hey friends, last week I took a look through the mind's eye, The Art of OMNI, a collection of artwork from the science fiction magazine from the 80s. And instead of studying anatomy or perspective, these guys definitely pushed into creativity, asking strange questions, you know. It was artwork that makes you just stop and think for a minute, like what is going on? And that got me thinking, could I borrow that idea instead of borrowing their style? So this week I put this lesson into practice, and here's what I'm working on right now. Rather than drawing another superhero or fantasy character, I just decided to come up with something original in science fiction, but untraditionally science fiction. Okay. So the idea I settled on was some themes from the magazine. There was masks being used, which really I liked a lot. There was a lot of weird fish, which again, cool. All right. And a bunch of planets. So I decided to throw these three pieces, these three elements together. And I'm not going to interpret it for you. I'll let you come up with the interpretation. Okay. So, the artists, they don't bother to try to explain themselves in the magazine, and I'm not going to do that either. Okay. Mystery has a certain amount of value. And I want to encourage you guys to stay creative, be creative, and just think, again, it just coming up with things that might make people pause and go, what is this all about? So I want to give myself a score on this. Okay. So when it comes to originality, I like drawing weird things. I just haven't done it in a long time. So, I'll give myself, for this one, again, I think I'll give myself a B. Curiosity. Does this image make you ask questions? And hopefully it does. If you have any thoughts on the symbolism, because there is some symbolism behind this, I'll confess that. If you feel you got it figured out, put it in the comments. Why are the fish wearing masks? Why is the earth underwater? Who's really observing whom, Third, visual storytelling. Again, this is something I'm pretty strong in. Curiosity. I think I'll give myself, I don't know. I think I'll give myself a B plus on this one. Visual storytelling. There isn't a clear beginning or ending, but I hope it makes you feel like you're walking into the middle of a much larger story. A great quote from a guy named John Eldridge is, do you ever feel like you're getting to the movies 45 minutes late and, you don't know what's going on? This is kind of like in that same vein. Fourth, surrealism. Is it surreal? I wanted it to be strange without becoming random, weird enough to be memorable. But believable enough to where you kind of would think about it for a minute. Surrealism, I think I'll give myself, I don't know, give myself a B plus. I think I'm kind of leaning that direction. And creative courage is my last one. And of course, A plus, baby. This is the biggest lesson I took from Omni. Just instead of reaching for something safe, this probably will get 0 views, but I don't care. That's not the point. The point of this is it's about creativity. It's not something that, would traditionally sell, but maybe something in that vein, it would work. It would work for somebody, like, if there was a magazine like that. So overall, I think the challenge was a success. Not because I created a masterpiece, but because, I approached creativity a little different. Studying great artists and great art books isn't about copying what was made. It's about borrowing a way of thinking. So just to wrap it up, I just want you guys to stay creative, question what you see, and just try new stuff, try new things, experiment. And I'll leave you with that. Take care, guard your mind, be creative, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.